Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the SIelo webcast on the DLSQ8 LED downlight upgrade and new fixture promotion. My name is Matthew Salee, and I'm the Director of Strategic Marketing here at SIelo. We'd like to welcome you this afternoon. I think we'll spend about 15 minutes or 20 minutes today on this webcast, and if you have any questions as we go, as usual, please go ahead and type them into your questions window on the GoToMeeting, and we will handle the questions at the end of the broadcast. I think total will probably be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. So let's get started. So what is the DLSQ8? The DLSQ8 is a family of products that includes a round downlight upgrade kit for 9 to 12 inch round downlights, a square downlight upgrade that fits inside of a 7 to 10 inch square downlight, and a 8 by 8 inch LED square fixture with a white reflector inside of it. And these are the three options: 2 upgrades and 1 LED fixture. And all three options are designed to meet the initial lumens of 2 42-watt CFL lamps. Either those lamps were installed in one of these existing reflectors, or those would be mounted horizontally inside of a new reflector and a new fixture. So all three of these are great options to consider when looking at high output, high wattage LED replacements for commercial downlights. So a couple of the features of the DLSQ8. It features beautiful light. We use Nichia LEDs that gives you lighting designer color quality and consistency for the life of the product. So these tend to be 3 McAdams ellipses or less in the color consistency curve, and the typical CRI is above 80. So you get really nice, an upgrade, and you get dramatic color improvements across all spaces that these get installed into. The nice thing about our LED upgrade kits is that they do break the bulb cycle, and they eliminate costly and ongoing lamp and ballast replacements while improving the appearance of the existing fixture. The payback on these is under a year, and the energy savings alone is more than 60% against CFLs. All of our products are highly reliable, including the DLSQ8. We design, manufacture, and test for reliability using Telcordia standards here in Colorado. And this rigor provides 10 to 20% better reliability than the competition out there, meaning that once these get installed, you're unlikely to have failures or warranty claims. Our warranty replacement rate is a fraction of a single percent. They're also UL certified for either field installation for the round and square retrofit kits, or they're UL certified as a complete fixture for installation when they include that rough-in kit. And there's no restrictions on the 10-year warranty for runtime or ambient temperature. They also feature fast installation. They install very quickly and without disruption. And in fact, you can see an installation video that's been refreshed on SIelo.com, and take a look at that. They also replace all the old electrical hardware like ballasts and lamp holders, which allows them to provide more light for less power. So the DLSQ8 really is designed to turn old fixtures brand new while avoiding temporary lamp-based solutions. Here you can see a comparison between our LED upgrade kit and a more standard LED lamp 2-pin replacement. The difference is pretty clear as soon as you start to install these. The DLSQ8 installs very quickly, and it replaces all the old electrical hardware. It provides a lumen for lumen replacement against two 42-watt CFLs, which makes the space light and bright. It creates even and consistent light distribution from fixture to fixture, and IES files are available if you need to design this in for some larger clients. It also reuses the existing reflector trim, and it has that 10-year warranty that I was speaking about before. Now looking at 2-pin LED lamps, these do install quickly, but they leave those old and often brittle lamp holders in place, and so that can create some long-term maintenance issues. They often require ballast replacements because the ballasts can be very inconsistent across some of these commercial buildings as the buildings age and ballasts fail and they get replaced inconsistently. So many times we hear about stories that all the ballasts have to be replaced at the same time, and by the time you're doing that, you're paying more than you would have paid for just doing the DLSQ8 upgrade to begin with. These are not available in high lumen packages, so what you see here is lower lumens than a 32-watt or a 42-watt CFL versus the lumen for lumen replacement of the DLSQ8. They also have inconsistent light distribution just because those lamp holders can hold them in funky angles and the reflector trims can vary, and there's no IES files available. They do reuse the reflector trim, and they feature just a 5-year warranty, meaning that you'll have to replace these a couple times. So when you break the bulb cycle with the DLSQ8, here's some of the economics. For 100 fixtures, this is the 10-year cost, this $42,000. That includes all the energy use and the upfront capital required to both purchase the product and install it. And then over here, you see do nothing with a pin CFL. This is mostly energy costs, but it's also a lot of lamp and ballast replacements, which you can kind of see on that jagged edge here. And then you can see that accumulated investment over time. It's 3x more expensive to hang on to those old pin CFLs in a downlight than it is to upgrade to LED, especially these DLSQ8s, which fit really nicely into commercial fixtures. And these upgrades pay back in months. So you really recoup that investment very, very quickly. And the rest of that money that you were spending on the pin CFLs goes right back into your bottom line. So a couple of the application types that the DLSQ8 fits nicely into. Inside of buildings and commercial buildings specifically, common areas and corridors are by far the most common. We see a lot of these go into conference rooms and office spaces and hallways, elevator lobbies, round and square versions alike. We also see a lot of these in the retail space, especially in shopping malls and shopping areas where you've got slightly higher ceilings, and retail spaces, as you can see in this photo, where you've got 10 to 15 foot ceilings and you've got a high demand for lumens so that the product looks good, and a high demand for color quality and color consistency. Outdoors, we see a lot of these done in soffits and entrances and exits. Even in the case of hospitals here, you can see an ambulance loading zone in the emergency area, as well as hotel valets. We see a lot of these in soffits, and they're great replacements because they've got such a high reliability and such a great warranty. A couple of the building types that we see these also go into are colleges and universities. Many of the college campuses that we're working with you, can have 20,000 or more downlights in a wide variety of buildings. These are typically in the atriums and the entrances and exits. They're in the lecture halls and in the common areas, and you see them in the laboratories and classrooms as well. In medical facilities, hospitals and major medical facilities rely on quality light for quality care, and they really don't want the disruption of ongoing lamp replacements. And so the DLSQ8 makes a great opportunity to lower that operational burden while improving the patient and healing environment. And these are typically found in ambulance and emergency valances, atriums, lobbies, family waiting areas, hallways and common areas, as well as parking garage pathways. Airports and convention centers are also very large buildings with high ceilings and lots of wide open spaces. And we see both of these having typically 10,000 or more downlights. Avoiding the ongoing maintenance is key because these are such high use areas. Having a scissor lift in these places to be doing continual lamp and ballast work just doesn't make any sense. So it makes a lot of sense to upgrade the arrival and departure areas, baggage claim, concourse and terminal, and the train and transit areas. In some of the national chains, those of you may have some existing relationships with some of these clients now, and these would be great places to engage because we know that there's lights here, and we have engagements across the country going with a number of these. The ones in blue are ones that you've told us about, and we've worked with you on and seen pictures on. In the cosmetic space, Ulta and Macy's are both benefiting from SIelo LED downlights and the DLSQ8 specifically. We do know that there's been some sample and interest in Sephora, Nordstrom, and JCPenney as well. In the grocery space, you can see these tend to be in the outside of the building on the soffits and the entrances and the sort of airlock spaces as you walk in. Kroger and Safeway have quite a number of these, but there's a number of other grocery chains here that we've called out that are similar regionally. And if you have any of these in your territory that you're calling on or have relationships with today, we'd welcome you to engage with them on this product and provide them a sample. In gas service and convenience, again, these outdoor soffits are very popular, and these high reliability permanently installed solutions work very well for them. We've done a number of Circle K and Shell locations throughout the U.S., and we know that through conversations with you guys that there's opportunities in these other chains: BP, Chevron, Citgo, Marathon, Exxon, Valero, Sinclair, etc. In pharmacy and convenience, CVS and Walgreens, again, we have installations going on in a number of different locations throughout the U.S. But we know that there's similar outdoor entrance and exit soffit lighting applications in the competitive set in Rite Aids, 7-Elevens, Walmarts, and Targets. So as you're out and about, doing your thing there in the field, having conversations with the clients, please bring these up because we know that there's great applications there, and these can be a really compelling sale for these clients. So one of the things I wanted to share with you is a store demonstration that we put together on an Ulta store in Bolingbrook, Illinois. These are 8x8 Spectrum and Contec downlight fixtures, and they had two 42-watt CFLs horizontally mounted in them before. And these are after pictures of the upgrade. And you can see we didn't even need to disturb the ceiling tiles to do this, and it went in very quickly and very easily. And the staff feedback was fantastic. The staff responded that the lighting was great, and it was so much brighter than the CFLs and so much easier to see the products all the way down the shelves. You can even see on the photo on the right-hand side just the color quality of the reds and the pinks and the greens all the way at the bottom of the shelf. The consistency and uniformity in the store was greatly improved. Also, one of the salespeople told me that customers used to need to walk outside or near a window to see the different colors in the under the old CFL lights, and now with this upgrade they don't have to anymore. Talk about a great customer service story of just making a purchase decision that much easier, and one that requires high color accuracy. Putting that under LED lights, especially high quality SIelo ones, just makes a tremendous amount of sense. So the Department of Energy also completed a long-term analysis of LED upgrades at Princeton University. And at Princeton, in this particular building, Carl Icahn Laboratory, they upgraded 3 different light types. They upgraded a 2x2 troffer, a 4-foot linear T8, and a CFL downlight. The CFL downlight was upgraded with a sister product of the DLSQ8, the DR8. And what the DOE found and published in their report is that the SIelo downlights saved more energy than a T8 LED upgrade. That's big news. We were able to save realized energy savings of 61% on the CFL downlight, where the 2 linear fluorescent savings areas were only 42 and 24% respectively. So it was very, very strong savings numbers and very compelling payback economics for these downlights. They also did a pilot installation of some pin LED lamps, but those numbers were not included in the report at the request of the manufacturer. So moving forward with this, we have samples available now for the DLSQ8, and we would welcome you to engage with your clients on their opportunities and get samples into their hands so that they can try them out. Seeing really is believing here. The pricing is very simple. For the agents on the phone, we'll be sending out a updated price list with pricing here. It's very compelling. We've made a 50% price reduction on the list pricing on this to move out some of this inventory. But do contact us if you need a quote in the short term. And all the product specifications and IES files and certification documents are available now on our website. And you can see on our website there's a little button that says Request Sample. If you need to get your hands on a product, please go ahead and request a sample through the website, and we'll get one out to you right away to take care of your customers. Now, with that being said, that's all I had for today. I would like to open the floor up for questions. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and type them into the questions box, and we'll answer those right away. Okay, we've got a question here. Can you explain again the product families for the DLSQ8? It used to be just a square. Yeah, I'd be happy to. So the DLSQ8 product family has been expanded. Let me go back to the slide here. Has been expanded to a LED retrofit kit that fits round reflectors with a round diffuser inside from 9 to 12 inches. And a square diffuser that fits inside a 7 to a 10-inch square reflector, as well as a LED fixture that is an 8 by 8-inch square aperture. That's a great question. Thank you. Okay, if there's no other questions today, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks everybody for attending. I appreciate it very much. And do let us know on the website if you need any product samples for your clients. We'd be happy to get these out to you right away. Thanks very much and have a great day.